Before we get started, Editing Hector here. The guys over at Cheers to Fears have nominated me as one of their nominees. Oh my gosh, that makes no sense. Have put me as one of their nominees for Horrortuber of the month for the month of December. I just want to give a big congratulations to them. I'm so thankful. There are 3 other channels that have been nominated other than myself. 3 other great channels. We have Palco's Horror Collection, Silver Eye Society, and Art with Horror. So I'm up against some pretty stiff competition. So I just want to give them a huge thank you, and I can't wait to see what comes next from this. And again, very appreciative for them nominating me. Oh yeah, and make sure to check out the other channels that are nominated as well. Anyways, you guys, enjoy this video. Thank you. It's freezing in here. Oh, hey, how's it going? You guys are here. It's that time of year where it's chilling 79 degrees. Alright, you guys caught me. It's pretty warm over here. Alright. But with the weather being so fair, there are some films that I have to watch to get me into the holiday spirit. So let me go ahead and tell you 10 holiday films that I like to watch during this time of year. Of course, they're going to be horror related. I mean, come on you guys, this is a horror channel, right? I'm not going to talk to you about the Santa Claus. I don't know what got into me right there. I got kind of mad. I don't know why. Alright, let's get started. First, we have Gremlins, of course. If I don't feel like I'm in the Christmas spirit, I can surely count on Gremlins to put me in the mood. Joe Dante really showcased his directing skills and didn't rely on cheap scares, and instead focused on the storytelling. And come on, man, Gizmo is such a cutie. How can you not love him? This is a film that is just as fun watching as an adult as it was watching as a kid. Black Christmas is the quintessential Christmas horror movie. Wait, what the fuck is this? This isn't Black Christmas. Okay, here we go. Now this is Black Christmas. Alright. Where was it? Oh yeah. Anyways, a lot of people point to this film as the start of the slasher subgenre as we know it now. But that's a topic for another day. If you don't know, this film is about a group of sorority girls that are stalked by a creepy stranger. It's hard not to acknowledge how influential this film is. A big one being the phone calls that the main character receives from the killer. A huge franchise that revolves around this is the Scream franchise. Either way, this film is one to watch during the season. If it doesn't make your skin crawl, it's on too tight. Alright, we're getting all the predictable ones out of the way first. But you guys, these are truly films that I like to watch during this time of year. Back when Silent Night Deadly Night was being released, there was a lot of protests in regards to a killer Santa being publicized. You guys, Karens have been around forever. But with that in mind, this film does have an uneasiness about it. It's about a young man who witnessed his parents being killed by Santa. But during present day, he gets a job as a department store Santa and goes on a killing spree. The kills in here are great and is one of the best out of the 80s horror slashers. This film is one to watch during the holiday season for sure. Now this is one of the most recent films on my list. The Lodge is about a young soon-to-be stepmom who is snowed in with her boyfriend's children in a remote cabin on Christmas, where strange things begin to happen. When I first watched The Lodge, I didn't think I would ever revisit it. But as time went on, and I did revisit it during the holiday season last year, it became one of my favorites for the year. Actually, my favorite for the year. This is a very dark film. and is a hardcore slow burn. It builds the atmosphere masterfully, and the ending is as bleak as it's going to get. If you haven't already, definitely give The Lodge a chance this holiday season. Next, we have Krampus. Krampus is about a young boy who is having a bad Christmas and accidentally summons a festive demon to his family home. This film is just so much fun. It definitely feels like a throwback, like something that you would see back in the 80s. Now, I did just get the 4K Shout Factory Naughty Cut release. There is almost no difference in my opinion, but the film still looks great. The Krampus demon is creepy, and so are his minions. And this film really gives off the Christmas vibes with a opening ripped straight out of your local department store during the holidays. Now, Wind Chill, I can say, is a guilty pleasure of mine. I watched it as a kid and have watched it ever since during the holiday season. It's about a couple of college students who get stranded on the side of the road during a snowstorm before Christmas. If that's not enough, they're being haunted by ghosts. Yes, that's plural, who have died on the same stretch of road. This film was really marketed for Emily Blunt since at the time she had recently been in the film The Devil Wears Prada. This movie is definitely dated, but I still have fun with it. It's a slow burn, but the dialogue is not so strong for our main characters. There are some misdirections in this film which are fun, but at its core, it's a ghost story. If I had anything to compare it to, I would say that it feels like an early Supernatural TV show episode. Next we have Inside. Now, out of all the films, this feels the less like Christmas, but it does take place on Christmas Eve. A lot of you probably know this film since it's pretty well known in the horror community. If you don't know, Inside is about a young pregnant widow who is stalked by an insane woman who wants her unborn child on Christmas Eve. This film is known for its brutality, and seriously you guys, it's pretty intense, so if that's not your cup of tea, I understand. With all that said, I love this film. It's one of the best cat and mouse films ever made. It's claustrophobic and relentless. If you can stomach it and haven't already, definitely check Inside Out not Inside Out, but check out Inside this holiday season and make sure it's not the remake. Next we have I Trapped the Devil. I Trapped the Devil is about a couple that go and visit the boyfriend's brother for Christmas. But things take a turn when they find out that the brother has trapped someone in their basement, and he thinks they are the devil. This is another slow burn. Can you tell I like slow burns? But this is a lower budgeted one, so keep that in mind. The holiday vibes are pretty strong with this one though. The tension between the three main characters is very well done. This film tackles paranoia so well. Now the ending is a bit of a letdown, but overall, I Trapped the Devil is a great descent into madness. Are you tired of the same old home invasion film? Well, Better Watch Out is the film for you. I don't want to give too much away in case you haven't watched the film yet, but it's lighthearted in the beginning, but boy does it get dark as it goes on. A young babysitter and a 12-year-old boy are in for a horrifying holiday night when it appears intruders are in the home. If you enjoyed Home Alone, there's a scene in here that will give you some enjoyment. And it's always funny seeing people opening doors with the doorknob almost up to their heads. It's very strange. What type of architecture is this? What is it called? I don't know. Either way, this film is pretty clever and will keep you on your toes. Last but not least, we have P2. A businesswoman on Christmas Eve is stalked by a parking garage attendant who has a disturbing obsession with her. This film is produced by Alexandre Aja. This was right after the success of the Hills Have Eyes remake. This film is reminiscent of Aja's High Tension. It's a cat and mouse thriller. There's not many kills, but the ones we do get are brutal. And a nice touch is that not everyone that appears in the movie dies, which is a nice realistic touch. This is a very underrated Christmas horror that you should definitely check out. Well, alright you guys, that's all I have for... Okay, I guess this is a bonus for you. A TV show, in fact. Although it doesn't take place during Christmas, the setting and atmosphere is cold and depressing, kind of like some of us during this time of year. That show is Hannibal. I absolutely love this series. It's probably my favorite TV show ever. The characters are so fleshed out. The cat and mouse game, I like cat and mouse games as well, apparently. The cat and mouse game played between Will, Jack, and Hannibal is one of the best ever done on television. Speaking of television, how did this appear on network television? I have no idea. We witnessed a man slice off his own nose and feed it to a dog. That's wild. This show was so ahead of its time and so artfully executed. It's only 3 seasons long and easily bingeable. If you haven't already, definitely check it out. This is the perfect time of year to watch it, in my opinion. Alright you guys, those are finally all of my recommendations for the holiday season. I hope there was something new you hadn't seen on this list, but if not, let me know if you have any recommendations for me. Anyways, thank you for watching, and take care, peeps.